Hello, how y'all doing? Trust everybody's doing great because I am, thank God. Today I just want to talk to us about a quick, sensitive topic, and that's loyalty. So, I'm gonna start with a question. If, for example, A introduces B to a C, and it happens that over time, the relationship A had with C got tarnished for one reason or the other. I don't know. They fall out, and then C now had something like a job they want to get completed, and knowing that B, who A introduced them to, is very good at that particular thing or craft or business, they introduced that business to B. Remember, C boycotted A, and because the relationship grew sour over time, and then decided to pass through A to get to B, and now C went ahead to hire A for that particular job. And guess what? A is also good in that same craft, but C never did what? Reached out to A to get that job done. And then C reached out directly to B. Maybe, I don't know, C wants to get back to A, or for whatever reason, I don't know. Listen closely, it's quite it's quite logical here. You need to crack your brain, right? And if you were B, what are you gonna do? So before that, B was actually good with that particular thing, and they actually know that A and C are not really good anymore. But B still went ahead to take that job and then do that job. So over time, A noticed that B went behind her back to complete a job for C, which A introduced B to. And over time, that also made the relationship between B and A severed and tarnished or sour. And at the end of the day, C is not talking to A, and B is no longer talking to who? To A. Why? Because A reached out and that's not fair. I introduced you to C. If there's anything, you should go through me to get this thing done. At least you seek my consent. Loyalty demands that because I introduced you to C, whatever you want to do with C, shoot, just run it by me though. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna say no, because obviously it's your source of livelihood. You need to pay the bills and live. So, but at least you keeping me in the loop kind of shows respect and loyalty, because come to think of it, without me, you wouldn't have known C in the first place. And I tell you, it's really wrecking the relationships, and honestly, you don't even want to know how far this kind of thing could, bring about dichotomy and the likes. So my question now is, according to law of loyalty, was C supposed to reach out to B for that particular business? Or was C supposed to even boycott all of them to avoid bad blood, to avoid, issues, and go to a neutral person who doesn't have anything to do with who doesn't have anything to do with A? That's number one. Then number two, does the onus lie on B to reach out to A trying to respect friendship and loyalty, and like, hey, C reached out to me to do this, I know you also do this as well, I don't know, should I accept it, or should B even disregard that, and like, for the sake of friendship and peace, should B had declined that offer just to maintain the relationship? Now, to A, was A supposed to really feel entitled? Like, I introduced you to C. If you really value a friendship, I'm no longer in terms with C. Why are you still dealing with C? And why are you still having a business with C? Is that a sense of entitlement, or does A deserve it? Like, are they really on their right? The fact that that A introduced B to C, was B supposed to run everything through her because this is a mutual friend that B got to know through A? So this, like I said, is really, really, really bordering on loyalty, and obviously I need inputs on this because I don't want to push forward and say my own point of view or what I think, but this would definitely birth a sequel, which will be the part 2, when I must have gotten your inputs and heard and then weigh the whole thing. And obviously I'm gonna come back with a sequel. Let's really see, because most people don't understand this thing called loyalty. Some feel so entitled, some feel disrespected. So we really need to look into this. I need your inputs. Please take your time. Remember, I said this is not for the faint-hearted. It's a bit puzzling. It's mind-boggling. You're going to be putting your brain to test.